Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 6.
So last episode, we saw Jimmy kind of grapple with doing the right thing in his life and maybe steering away from the Slippin' Jimmy era.
Kind of.
Very lightly.
He had to revisit it to then kind of steer away from it. I don't know.
I'm not fully convinced though.
He's never really steering away from it, but he's just...
He's trying.
He's trying to figure it out. You got Howard, who looks like he's in a terrible state.
Yeah, I really want to see more of Howard.
I want to see more of Howard, yep. I'm excited to hopefully explore a bit more of that.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Kim kind of like nor here nor there, you know. It's just funny because she became her own lawyer. She got the big Mesa Verde contract, and in the end, it's very much like that. It's like it wasn't what I thought it would be, and now she's going back to very basics, just working in a what is it called? What she's doing, the defense
public defense
law, whatever the hell the term is, public defendant, and she seems to be getting more meaning out of that, but it's obviously causing strain on her Mesa Verde contract, which we saw. Okay.
I was going to say, I'm finding it interesting that, people are trying to do good in their job and they're not really finding meaning or purpose. That's like with Jimmy right now and Kim and Howard and whatnot. Then on the flip side, you've got someone like Gus who's doing like the most illegal thing and just trying to upscale to the nth degree. And he's doing fine. Like, his conscience is good. He's got this massive plan.
Well, I think by building the underground part, the idea is that he's figuring out a way to have his own product made on this side of the border. Remember, he sort of told you that? Yeah. And then it's just funny because then you got Mike. And Mike's just the guy that doesn't want the job, isn't interested, and yet he's progressing and getting better at it. And
he's the best man for it.
Yeah, he's just man's living in his own world. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. In the mailroom.
Pretty good.
When life was a little simpler.
Are you sure about these? The pool's up to 200.
I've made my choices.
Well, confidence, an admirable trait.
Even back then. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Hey.
Hey, how'd you do?
This is everything from
Damn, it's cool seeing both in the mailroom like that.
Got Chloe to throw in.
Many have tried to argue with Kim Wexler. All have failed.
Or Pudgey.
You're making the rest of us look bad.
If you wouldn't stop at every cubicle to chat.
It's called being friendly. It's great for morale.
It
that'd
is
be me.
great for wasting time.
That too?
Okay.
These are the conversations we have at work daily.
So you might want to kick it up a bit.
That is so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, wow.
It's got a full set of hair.
So this guy, Isaacson, he dies of a heart attack, and his family, they're our clients, sort through his financials, looking to track down his assets. Lo and behold, they find some old shares in this company he invested in like 20 years back.
Okay.
Of course.
Isaacson shares are worthless.
Whoa.
Right? But Chuck does some digging, and it turns out they formed a new corporation that's virtually identical to the old corp Isaacson invested in.
So they're not so worthless.
Right? So Chuck finds exemption 4 in Lene versus Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah, listen.
She's loving it.
I appreciate the effort, but can you just big picture it for me?
I am.
Too many details.
Chuck won a case that Howard thought was unwinnable using only the power of obscure case law.
So he really was like a legend back then.
Congratulations, Mr. McGill.
Jimmy.
Chuck, big day, huh?
Yeah. Thanks.
Kim Wexler.
Of course.
Oh, I didn't even know her name then.
Damn.
I'm sure that you considered it. I just wanted to ask. Vicarian Holdings, Inc. would have been liable under the continuing enterprise exception as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, we looked into that. What was the case law on that?
Garcia versus co-manufacturing.
Damn, so she
was
impressed
really
him.
passionate.
Isaacson v. Chuck handing him his butt on a platter, huh?
Well, yeah, but Isaacson is our client.
Oh, really? Okay, well, the other guy's butts then.
Yeah, served on platters. That's right.
He's really not impressed with Jimmy.
I hate to interrupt, but there's a Mr. Bushmills waiting in my office.
Kim? Jimmy?
You can see why Chuck loved his job. Man was like a celebrity. Wow, he fell from grace big time, dude.
Yeah.
That'll be you soon.
Yep. Okay. See you later, Jimmy.
See ya.
Okay, so he didn't really have any ambition to be a lawyer just yet. Maybe this is when he does question it. Interesting.
Walks into a library.
Yeah, maybe to start looking at some case law or I don't know. He's finally showing an interest. Everyone else is moving up in the world and he's just there.
We maintain that the Mesa Verde statue should be exempt from sign code restrictions on size and location because it is a work of art.
It's even those small things you gotta consider. Like the bloody statue. She's getting distracted.
Yeah. That's where she really wants to be. It's ironic because the people that are there want to get out of there.
Oh, I was thinking of
damn.
names.
Keeping him going.
Oh, I love it.
But is that still what she wants?
I didn't hear you come to bed.
I was up late justifying a giant horse statue to the Park City Zoning Commission. Your hour's pretty much set now?
Yeah. Weekdays, 9 to 4, the busy time.
Oh, yeah?
The busy time.
Oh, they're at their busy time.
It's deader than disco.
Sorry.
Oh, he's being honest about it.
Does that mean you were able to schedule an appointment with a therapist?
You gotta be honest about that one.
I decided not to go.
This is a new Jimmy. What is this?
Okay.
She can't hide her disappointment.
I don't think that navel gazing is going to get me where I need to be.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Unless I try, it just doesn't feel right. I need to be moving forward, you know?
Not stuck in the past.
Yeah, of course, Jimmy.
Yeah, listen, I know you wanted me to go.
You have to do what's best for you.
She's so supportive, honestly. What's she doing here?
Kim.
Hello, Rich.
Oh, what the hell?
You too. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Oh, are you kidding? I've been wanting to thank you in person ever since you sent Billy Gatwood our way. So, shall we?
Oh, that's right. She gave him that client.
So, how's James holding up? I didn't get to speak with him at the funeral.
We're taking it one day at a time.
Well, grief moves at its own pace. And it's different for everybody, so.
He looks like the shrink here.
Yeah, I know. He sounds a bit like a shrink.
So, what can I do for you?
I have a question for you.
Will you hire me?
How's your banking division?
Yeah, I was wondering if she was going to give him... You thought that. I was thinking if she would have given him the case.
I wouldn't say we have a division.
Would you like one?
Interesting. And I love how she's going there instead of like to Howard, to HHM.
Yeah, of course.
2 bedrooms each. Werner will probably take his own. The rest of the guys can double up.
Oh, wow. So I'll be living there?
Well, this is a good start.
What do you have in mind?
This is so cool.
You build out a stock bar, beer on tap. I mean, they're Germans, so. Entertainment system here, DVD player.
Yeah, if the cost is nothing, then...
Yeah.
A few lazy boys or couches. Pool table, I don't know, foosball. Hell, we could even put up a hoop. Germans play basketball, yeah?
I believe so.
Man, look at Mike knowing what everyone wants.
These guys are gonna be doing 10 hours heavy labor every day, all night. Then coming home to this. We can't just keep them alive, we gotta keep them from climbing the walls.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's
Especially
like what
if
he's
you
hearing.
want that, like, privacy.
I'd like a full camera perimeter inside. And we'll keep it low profile, and then we'll be watching. We just don't need to stick it in their faces.
Okay.
Outside, too, obviously. In case someone tries to find a way in or out.
For this job, they can't leave at all, damn.
This is full on.
2 guys, 24-hour monitoring, working shifts.
An impressive operation, man.
Probably help to have a couple German speakers as well.
I can provide you, man.
Well, I'm gonna need to vet them, no offense.
Of course.
I love how he respects that.
What is it? Infection. Bad one.
Hector?
I'm not sure.
Tell Tyrus what you need. It will be done.
Tyrus. I don't know if I ever used his name before, but I'm going to try to remember it now. Interesting how Mike's just starting to get really involved in all this.
He's enjoying it, it seems.
Who makes those huge signs that the casinos have? You know what?
This
Never
guy's
mind.
gone
Thank
big.
you very much.
Oh, man.
My name is Brett Dunst. I think you did my aunt's will. At least that's what it says here. She died.
Oh, is she the one that had the little...
I'm the executor, and I distributed all her stuff, but there's some kind of finer details in this thing that are real tricky.
Oh no, here we go.
Who was your aunt?
Geraldine Strauss.
Oh, Mrs. Strauss passed away. How?
I think we remember her. I'm trying to put her name to the face now.
Yeah.
Did Clarence get the Alpine Shepherd boy?
Yeah, see?
Is there a memorial?
Yeah.
Last week.
Oh, damn. Because yeah, he was close to them, you know, it was more than just business.
Are you on an hourly rate, or would this be like a flat fee kind of thing?
Nothing, technically.
I'm sorry. Not practicing any longer.
Look at him turning a new leaf.
Damn. He's really being very honest this time around.
Hamlin McGill has an excellent estate law department.
Even that is quite big, right?
Yeah, that is wild.
Hamlin McGill. McGill. Wait, isn't that you?
It's just a coincidence.
Well, thank you, Mr. McGill.
You bet.
I like how they even included that little moment where it's like, isn't that you? That was Sandpiper was written on it.
My husband and I scrimped and saved for so many years.
Oh.
Oh, so that is her.
Yeah.
After Ronald passed, I moved to an assisted living facility. A nice place.
Well, just to, like, see her again.
Yeah, he did actually care about him in his own way.
Guess where I am?
Somewhere good?
Somewhere very good. You could be here too.
His car does just not suit the place.
I know. Seems very fancy in there. Oh. Remember this place?
Actually, I have news. Good news. It's great news, really. It could change things for Wexler McGill, but I met with Rich Schweikart today.
Really?
Yeah, well, you know, they took on Gatwood.
So she's looking to the future for them two.
Anyway, we were talking, and he offered me a job.
Oh, Pudgey foresaw the future.
They want me to run their banking division. Build it, really.
I think she kind of merged the two.
Yeah,
her
with
current
Mesa
job.
Verde, yeah.
I'd be coming in as a partner.
Oh.
Wow.
I've been taking on some pro bono work. Overflow from the public defender's office.
PD overflow? When did you... Why?
Oh no, they've been in two different worlds.
I like it. I'm good at it. And I'm helping people, Jimmy. And I know that sounds cheesy. It's, you know, it's whatever, but it's the truth.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
It's funny because he wanted to get out of there and she was going back into it.
Yeah.
I have been thinking about criminal law myself lately. You know, from when I get my license back.
Oh yeah, you have.
I'm thinking an office in one of these refurbished bungalows, downtown by the courts. Stick around where all the people who need help are.
They're helping each other help each other.
It has a nice ring to it now. Wexler McGill, criminal law.
But I don't think she's still in with that vision. She's taking a new job.
If I go to Schweikart and Oakleigh, I have all those associates to help cover Mesa Verde. It'll keep paying the bills and free me up to do the work I really care about.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of get to have your cake and eat it too.
Kind of, yeah.
So we'll be without Jimmy, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No, Jimmy.
What? I gotta hit the head.
When he can't put on a brave face, he's struggling.
It's heartbreak after heartbreak. I mean, man was looking at like 24-foot plaque of their initials.
Damn, that transition though.
I say do it. It's a great opportunity, man. You should jump on it.
You mean that?
Yeah. Kim, you gotta do what's best for you.
Oh, it's what she said to him.
I can't ask you to wait around for me. And who knows? 10 months, a lot can happen.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, so to Schweikart and Oakleigh and Wexler.
Yeah, partner. Her name's gonna be on the door.
Hi.
Hi. They probably haven't spoken since that little debacle.
What did you want to tell me, Mike?
He's really struggling with this.
I stand by what I said. The
Okay.
guy's a charlatan. But there's a time and there's a place. And that wasn't it.
But a little light consideration for what he was feeling.
You left me quite the mess.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, if you knew what it's done for you, you can deal with that one.
It'll be okay. Eventually. Anita's not happy. You might want to call her.
Oh, yeah.
Probably better if I don't.
Damn, I was hoping that would amount to something.
You know that I would never forget Maddie.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
No one expects you to wear a hair shirt for the rest of your life.
Same goes for you.
You and Kaylee okay?
Oh my god.
We're good.
He's always looking out.
I was thinking maybe I could pick Kaylee up from school tomorrow.
That'd be a big help, Pop.
Okay. Now hug and make up.
She called him Pop instead of Mike. I wonder that's like when she's on good terms with him.
Yeah.
I tell you, nobody's heard anything. You can go in, Jimmy. He's expecting you.
Thanks, Julie.
Is Howard?
Oh, it is too.
Oh my god. I didn't think we'd get it this episode.
Looks good. Thanks.
Of course.
Yeah, I see a lot of empty cubicles out there. What's going on?
Yeah, they're not.
We're doing some reorganizing.
Oh man.
Just making the office a little more feng shui, I take it?
We've had some setbacks. The firm's reputation is not what it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
After all the chuck
Because it was squabble between brothers.
What's the plan to get HHM back on its feet?
We can help.
He
Maybe.
doesn't have a plan, damn.
Are you kidding me? I just referred a client to you guys. You're welcome, by the way. And you're telling me this place is falling apart? Get your shit together, Howard.
Oh.
Damn.
Little tough love there.
One little setback and you're gonna let your entire legacy go?
One little setback.
Fine. Your pain is very special. Woe is you. Just stop wallowing. This place is all you've got. That and your hair, which, let's face it, clock's ticking there too, so.
Damn.
You want to save your dignity? You're gonna have to fight.
Mm-hmm. It's a good little pep talk.
You're a shitty lawyer, Howard. But you're a great salesman. So get out there and sell.
Something they got in common.
Damn.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
There you go. Use that.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard's swearing. He's so like proper all the time that he's swearing so out of it. Jimmy pep talking Howard, damn.
There more phones?
Looks like it.
Get it? Kim's looking after herself, which is fair. Now he's got to do the same for himself.
Oh man. So he spent his $5,000 inheritance on that.
4,000.
It was 5,000.
He spent 4,000. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
You got a spot yet? Piñatas. You kidding?
We've been back in this old office.
Yeah, I change half the water in the tank every week. She's good. No, I know. Don't overfeed.
Trying to look after the fish.
What's all this?
It's a side business.
She must think he's the weirdest guy. He's always got some new shit going on.
You're a lawyer.
I've had a temporary setback.
Lost your job again?
Oh my god.
I don't want people coming in and out to buy your stupid phones.
I'm not going to sell them out of the office, so don't worry about it.
You can't keep them here.
Why?
They're a fire hazard.
Well, they're not going to be here very long, okay?
She just wants to be a bit annoying.
Bribery.
Get rich quick schemes never work.
She talks shit after she gets the gift.
I know.
God damn, it's weird seeing Hector like this.
I know. I mean, we've seen him
Is
in
that Gus?
worse.
Look, Gus in the shadow.
That is so crazy.
Damn.
Man's just watching him. I was hoping that Hector would be awake.
My doctor tells me again and again that you may never wake. And yet, I wait.
I know, most
This
patient
is
man
next
ever.
level.
I grew up quite poor. We lived in the hills. In a place my brothers built from things they found.
Nice to hear a little bit of his backstory.
Yeah, we don't get that often.
We were always hungry. But there was a lucuma tree. Scrawny, barely alive.
Tell me you kept it alive.
When I was 7, I became fixated on it.
Oh, you don't want him to ever fixate on you.
It took a long time. But the buds grew into green fruit. I was so proud. I didn't tell anyone. I plucked one and hid behind our shack. I ate the whole thing.
That was like his first big crime.
One day, much of the fruit was gone from my tree.
Okay.
Pieces were scattered on the ground, half eaten.
Oh no.
Gus ain't having that.
I thought it was probably a coati. Have you ever seen one?
Asking him like he could actually respond.
Opportunist. I built a snare. Using branches and wire. It didn't take long for the animal to set it off.
Catching his prey.
It broke out of the snare. Broke his leg as well.
Is Hector the coyote?
Coati.
Coyote?
You are done. I knew it would show itself sooner or later. So I waited.
Oh, we know.
This man will wait.
I was so still.
Like obsessing over it.
Finally, it came out.
Oh, the way he said that.
This time, I was ready.
Which is exactly what's happening in their scenario.
It fought me. But I was stronger.
Oh!
I love his deliveries, man. He's just...
The merciful thing would have been to kill it.
Yeah, we know that's his view.
I kept it.
Damn.
He's actually a sick
It
man.
lived for quite some time.
Sick man.
I believe you will wake, Hector.
God damn.
Could you imagine like hearing that, but you
get a Twitch or something. Come on.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, wow.
Interesting.
Wow. I want to see what they've set up.
Ich sterb vor Hunger. Ich hoffe, da gibt's was in der Küche.
All his socks, I'm sure.
Wir sind zum Arbeiten hier. Warum brauchen wir eine Bar?
Wow.
Nice.
Weil wir zum Arbeiten hier sind. Bitte.
Das stimmt.
Got a bit of a cinema. Sick. All right. I get around it.
All right, gentlemen. We have a few things to go over here.
Hurry up.
Kai.
Oh my god, there's always a troublemaker.
He needs to leave. Taking advantage of it already.
We got 4 bedrooms between the 2 houses. I leave it to you to figure out the roommate situation. I assume you're all friends, and I don't really want to hear about it if you aren't.
Fair.
The refrigerators, the cabinets are stocked with the essentials. There's a shopping list. You write down whatever you need, and we'll get it.
And now that is the life.
Anything you need, call.
So when do the girls get here?
Oh my god. See you later, buddy.
Come on, Mike, sort him out.
Anything within reason. Any more questions?
Oh. You know that look ain't good.
All right. You've got some time to relax and settle in. Work starts tomorrow night.
They can't even see outside. Like. Oh, wow.
Buzzes the whole time the door's open. I was like, that's a bit of a long buzz. And Gus just trusted Mike with the location and everything, you know?
He'll always do his job properly. Yeah, it is probably good that they get someone speaking German so they can hear the conversations, actually understand what they're saying.
You keep an eye on this one.
Yeah.
A close eye. Oh, is he going back?
Man, should have bought some backup or something. At least bought Mike.
I'm just here to make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Look, fellas, we got off on the wrong foot. Okay, I'm sure you saw me out here selling my wares and you thought I was just some rube out looking to score a quick buck and just begging to be rolled.
Which he is.
If you let me sell my phones without hassle, I cut you in. Say, $100 every night that I'm out. And that's money for literally doing nothing.
Other than taking his money.
Watch him get greedy on it.
Why wouldn't we just take all of it?
Because I'm talking consistent, reliable profits, you know? Sure, you can rip me off again, take all that I've got, but then I stop selling and you lose a valuable revenue stream.
It's not reliable or consistent.
Yeah, think long term, boys.
Give me all you got, now.
I'm trying to make money for all of us here. Just work with me. Give.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Tell me he's got backup somewhere. Tell me.
All right, we got a man of action.
Did not go to plan.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he knew this would happen.
Yeah, might be slipping Jimmy.
Yeah.
Did he get the bikie game? That'd be perfect. That'd be sweet.
That would be. Nah. I believe in Jimmy. I
hope this is a setup.
Yeah.
You should have taken the deal
before.
You're like the stupidest person I've ever met.
Oh, I think you guys are.
Oh, you clowns.
Oh. Oh, now you want to be heard.
Oh, these guys, holy shit.
Where are they? This is quite dark for Jimmy.
So he actually could have destroyed them and he still offered them a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite
Oh,
dark.
the pinatas, like you were saying. It's like Joker stats.
Yeah.
That could be you.
Oh.
Didn't know I had friends, did you?
Oh.
So what's it gonna be, fast or slow? It's gonna hurt like a bitch either way. Slow?
We're sorry, man. All right, we're sorry.
Oh,
Now you're sorry.
We won't mess with you anymore.
Easy to say now, but what about tomorrow?
I'll swear, man. I'll swear on anything you want me to.
And cough up the money.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
Yes, yes, man.
You mean it?
Yes.
Oh.
After this, you'll never have to see us again.
And you will spread the word that I'm off limits?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, some street cred.
We'll tell everyone. We'll say, don't mess with the cell phone guy.
I don't think it's the gang. I think he called the vet.
Yeah.
One of them was kind of like Huel.
That's what I was saying. Don't you remember how he called him?
I think they get it. Seriously, guys, we're done. Okay, we're good. All right, that's enough.
This is all part of the show.
You know what? If it's that important to you, go ahead.
No, please. No, please, please.
Oh, shit.
No, please, no.
Oh. Surely he gets a few swings after what they did to him. Oh.
Yeah, these two.
Epic. That's an epic two-man crew.
You get one warning, and that was it.
Mic drop.
How did they get down?
Oh, they're gonna have to figure it out, hey?
I mean, they could literally die if you left them there too long. That was something very different. That was a much... I mean, we know he was, playing a game the whole time, but that was a much darker side to Jimmy.
Yes.
I love to see it. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who was the... I know Huel. I know we've seen him.
The
I don't
other
remember where
guy
he's
was
from.
the one that we've seen in Breaking Bad who does the pest control or whatever it is.
Okay.
And we saw him with the,
Yeah, okay. He's a big dude, yeah.
he's the one that sold, he stole the Bavarian boy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But that was cool. Those two boys... I mean, that was awesome. And just the break in the piñatas.
Yeah.
'Cause we heard him on the phone about the piñatas. I didn't really think what it was for, but... Didn't we hear him on the phone talking about piñatas? Yeah, I'm saying
and that's why he was asking, the vet was asking about the fish, make sure.
Yes.
You didn't pick up on that?
I heard it, but I'm going to be honest, no, I didn't think too much of it.
Okay.
I didn't look into it that much. But did you anticipate that it was going to answer this, though? No.
I
thought he was planning
didn't-
something.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew he was going to set up a trap for them if they didn't take the deal. I just didn't think that... I didn't know who was going to be a part of it. I did think the guy that sold the Bavarian boy was going to... I didn't think Huel would be.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I just let the story take me. I enjoyed it. I was happy to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't predict much at all. But it was awesome. I could tell once he was running away, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I think there's something set up here because, Jimmy is not dumb. And it's funny because they literally, even though he had them cornered, they could have gotten $100 a day and been good, but they got too greedy
Now
and
you
they
get
got
nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, but he knew they'd be greedy. They're that kind of crew. Honestly, I would have been like, give me the rest of the money that you guys took from me.
I was hoping Man got some payback on that, so that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. And the whole episode is called Piñata. So, yeah, that's interesting that, they name it off such a small part of it.
They often do. Now, we got to see a little bit more of Howard, which I'm
Yes.
liking. Just little tidbits. It was weird to see this hierarchical shift where Jimmy's talking down to Howard, get your shit together, man, And
But it was almost out of love, too.
yes, no,
yeah.
for sure. But it's just you're used to Howard being the perfect
Yeah.
everything together guy, and Jimmy
Yeah.
begging for an opportunity. and now it was just very different.
Well, you see Jimmy's life setback after setback,
Yeah.
and then you know how it has like, and I'm not saying his life has been this simple, but one little setback, and you know the way they deal with it is so different. And I get it, that's fine, but Jimmy has had to be so resilient. So he's like, all right, let me pass that shit on to you, Howard. Like, you need to fight. You can make this work. Like, just sell yourself, sell the brand. You know?
It's crazy. It's wild how HH&M is just deteriorating.
It's been maybe a whole season that you've been saying it. I didn't want to bring it up, but HHM, not HHNM.
You sure it's not HH&M?
It's HHM.
Whatever. Okay, same. Jimmy, Saul, same.
No.
I can already hear people in the comments being like, Jimmy's not the same as Saul. Anyway, regardless of whatever name and wording you guys want to use, seeing HH&M empty out the way that it has been, and it's just kind of sad. Like, it really, Chuck obviously did a number on it when he left, and they said paying off his estate. Like, well, because they paid for his funeral? Like, what's his estate?
No, you know how they had to pay him out?
That goes to his wife? Because
yeah,
he's dead.
It doesn't matter. They're still legal, like...
Nah, that's nuts, dude. She gets all that.
Well,
That
I
is
don't...
crazy.
Yeah, I'm assuming it goes to the wife or ex-wife. I don't know, but yeah.
Wow, how quickly life can change, because Hal was at the point where he had like $2 million just sitting in his bank, right?
Yeah.
Which, mind you, in this period, probably like worth 3 times that today. And then he's now like probably half broke, just trying to do bare minimum. He looks thrashed, like it's...
Yeah. And this was his legacy, like Jimmy had said. It was his father, wasn't it, that like started this.
And then he came into it and Chuck was like a mentor to him, a lot to it.
And, we did see Howard say, this wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something else. And now he's fighting for this. Like, not yet, but hopefully he starts fighting for this.
I hope we get to see a bit more from that storyline, like really spend some time with it, because
I
like Howard's character and I would be interested in exploring that a little further.
No, I agree. Now we got Mike. He's got his hands full with Kai.
He started to feel more like the Mike that we know, just by the way he's running the operation with the authority he's got. It's funny how that happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, to me, that did it happen because he rejected Gus's offer and then somehow he agreed to this job. We sort of don't see it on screen, and that's that. And now all of a sudden he's running this big 10-month-long operation with Gus. And I'm kind of like, okay, when did this happen? Like,
that's kind of how you get into it without like fully getting into it, like accepting that you're getting into it.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm used to like this kind of Breaking Bad world. I thought maybe they're going to take even more time with it, but they sort of like, we're taking time with it, and then boom, he's in. There might be some hurdles along the way, but it was just like, okay, we're doing this now.
Yeah. Well, I did find it interesting. I don't know what the time difference was between the last meeting that he had and then now, because he's gone to his daughter-in-law and apologizing. And it's interesting that it's happened now. It's almost like he had to wait for his life to be put back together a little bit to kind of just move on from it. But I did really appreciate her saying, like, I'm not going to forget about Maddie, because obviously that's when he pricked up a bit and couldn't handle it. And I'm sure it was building up for a while too with this like fake guy or whatever. But that made me like tear up a little bit. It is sad that, they've both got this pain and they're dealing with it in different ways. And Mike's doing everything that he can to help. But sometimes that gets in the way.
Yeah, and combined with Mike now getting involved with Gus, I kind of can see that, them drifting apart a little more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they sort of have to write in the storyline as to why we saw Mark have contact with the daughter, but pretty much never with daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
It always seemed like he was kind of...
He was always begging to see, wasn't he?
I don't remember begging, but it was at a bit of a distance. So I feel like they've got to write that in, unless I'm remembering a little bit incorrectly with their relationship.
Yeah.
Because obviously they didn't have anyone chosen at the time, but we definitely never saw him meet anyone. So I assume there was it was sort of suggested that... anyway, that's how I interpreted it, but it's hard to remember because it was a while ago.
Yeah.
The standout of the episode, no doubt, as always, Gus steals the show. Man has a way of delivering speeches. He's just sitting in a hospital chair, doing nothing much at all, and yet you got chills. You just got chills. Like the way he spoke to Hector, man. I mean, that story he told was unnerving and it was
He goes
edgy
the
and...
long way around, like from 7 years old, right? And you're just seeing this obsession with this tree, and then like someone does wrong by him, and then what he will do.
Yeah.
Like you see that patience that he has, like people calling for him, his brothers, whatever.
The more we find out about Gus, the more I just appreciate his character arc in Breaking Bad. I'm like, dude, like that needs to be rewatched. Because I'm like, the lengths you went to, you know, like, wow.
The thing is as well, I feel like I had this perception of he became this way with all the hurt, but no, man was wired this way.
Yeah.
You know, like, and
yeah,
you're
we
never
thought
gonna
it
know
was,
that.
and we thought his turning point was when his partner, his friend, got killed.
Yeah.
By the pool by Hector, but it's like, no, that demon or that monster was within.
Yeah.
And you've now given it a reason to come out again, and that's what you don't want. So that was,
And it's just so unnerving with Gus because he's got that really like, oh, that community smile and happy-go-lucky, whatever. And then you got that
he's so good at
dark
being,
side. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I think it was perfectly shot in the dark when he lets his true self come out.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't wait till Hector wakes up because I want to see his reaction. I'm not gonna lie, it's still Hector, but I kind of would have loved Hector to be a bit more able, and then to have Gus unveil himself a little bit, because just to see his reaction, because Hector was he's so arrogant and the way he was, and to see Gus just turn tune and speak to him directly, but we'll still get that of source, and then it'll be interesting to see, because at some point, you know, obviously probably towards the end of the show, but at some point Tuco gets out and Hector's with him. And Gus obviously would have allowed that because he would have known that all along, but he would have allowed that. So I wonder sort of in between what that little journey looks like.
You know how they're focusing on his hand, like, and usually like we would have seen a twitch. I'm wondering if there was a twitch on his toes or something, but like it was out of focus.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. Again, I didn't see. You see him like his hand moves ever so slightly, but kind of like when he's breathing. So I didn't take it as a hand move.
I didn't. I
don't take it as a hand move, but it is a very sort of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul thing to do. Because you're waiting, you're like, we're going to get a twitch. And you don't. But it's like, but why do we linger there? What are we going to, you know?
Well, he uses his hands a lot. Like, he does this a lot, like, later on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, he's only can move like a finger in the belt, remember? He can't really do much.
Yeah.
I think. Can he use his hands? Not really.
Like, a little bit.
I don't think
like
much.
Just enough to do his thing.
I think just his fingers, yeah.
Yeah. So it was interesting at the start to see kind of how Jimmy got the motivation to get into law. Like, I don't know that it was Chuck. To me, it felt like Kim. Like, she's got ambition and she's moving forward. And it's like, well, I'm stuck here. Like, I don't...
I think also seeing how much Chuck was loved and adored.
Yeah, maybe that.
It's like he matters. He's somebody, you know? Because it was cool to see Chuck in his prime like that.
Yeah.
To get that perspective, you know, just because we're obviously coming to the show and the man's pretty destroyed.
Yeah.
So, and he's always trying to be on the comeback, but he's on the back foot. Whereas now it's like that's in his prime, you know. He solved the case that no one thought he could. Everyone respected him.
Yeah.
He was the best
Pulling
there
off
is.
the impossible.
And it's funny because you see Kim like fangirling over him to then putting him in his place later on, you know, with Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's like that's how the tables turn, you know, when you get older, how different everything is.
But then so that's the start of the episode, and then the end of the episode is him, you know, we thought he was going to be on the straight and narrow. It didn't really last long, and all that
You maybe thought that. I didn't think that. Speak for yourself, love.
Also, I think at least like a short stint, right? But all it took was for Kim to look out for herself, and that's completely fine. Like,
well, he was being more honest, in fairness, more direct and honest. But yes, I think he realised, unfortunately, you are on your own with this. I mean, speaking of Kim, she's... Hey, so we're kind of like... Because I felt like she wanted to offload the job she had with Mesa Verde. I wasn't quite sure, expecting her to take the job as well. But she sort of merged the two. But it does make sense. As soon as she started the conversation at the dinner table with, you know, about them and the look she gave about the Wexer and McGill kind of sign, I was like, yeah, she's not about that.
Yeah.
And obviously we saw Jimmy having like some sort of panic attack or sorts. Like, he took the news pretty hard. So now we're starting to see, well, I think we're discussing it like last episode or something. When did they start to diverge a bit? And now we're seeing that Kim's going her way. And unfortunately, like Chuck, like a lot of those people, when everyone's when no one's really there by his side, he kind of goes off on his own and then goes back into old habits.
which is hard, isn't it? Because you can't have this safety net forever, this crutch forever. You need to want it for yourself. But obviously...
And it probably feels like a robbery because he had a good thing going.
Yeah.
And then Chuck you know, him and Chuck, I mean, he got involved in fairness, but him and Chuck had their blue, and now he can't lawyer. Otherwise, they'd be there doing their thing, and, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he was willing to do it for Kim, and that's why I think at the start, like, I feel like maybe to be close to her as well. I don't know what it was, but that's why I feel like it was more for Kim than it was for Chuck. Because then you see this at the end, and he's willing to go on the straight and narrow and do what he's got to do and adapt the law firm, and we'll go into whatever law you want. But obviously she's moved on a bit. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reaction, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.